the air.
Yeah. Final question, and this one pertains close to me because I am part of this community. This is from Danny Lewis. What are your thoughts on the future of tape trading in game shows? Personally, I think with Buzzer being what it is and how it's going to have a haven with Split Second, and you get more episodes of the Match Game Hollywood Squares Hour, that's going to be something that tape traders want. But I don't think it's fair to say tape traders anymore because, tapes are now obsolete. They put them on DVD.
Or YouTube in general, or Daily Motions for what I've been seeing. It's where they mostly been.
Right, because they don't copy, because Fremantle doesn't copyright off of Daily Motion. But to be honest, as somebody who still does tape trading, I would say it's still going to be alive and well because there's still going to be shows on Buzzer like Split Second, Match Game Hollywood Squares Hour, or What's My Line that won't be put on that aren't going to be put on YouTube, but you can take a trade with people who don't have Buzzer.
Oh, don't even go that far, Cindy. First of all, even if not, the tape trade is going to be digital files sent through Google Drive or Mega Upload or OneDrive or any sort of cloud-based...
Or flash drives.
Or flash drives. But don't even think like that. Think of modern game shows. Any one of these 6-7 episode wonders that might just fizzle out, feel free to record those because Hulu will only keep them up for maybe 30 to 90 days and then get rid of them. That to save them, you have some sort of way to keep them. Because some of these shows I've been finding, even current generation shows, are very hard to find, and you can't really buy them on Amazon or iTunes. Sometimes it's like Brain Rush and Cartoon Network. Can't believe I found some episodes to that. There is You Deserve It, that ABC show. Remember $1 Million Mind Game? Hard to find.
Yeah.
A lot of the modern shows, even this revival of Card Sharks or $100,000 Pyramid, yes, there's ways to buy individual episodes, but I would say save them and keep them as well because you never know if they're going to go away. For me right now, the toughest to find is episodes of The Wall with Chris Hardwick because of recent allegations, plus the show has kind of fizzled out, essentially. But I can't really find it on Hulu. I have to search really deep for these episodes.
And plus, another thing with The Wall is that you're going to see not many people record these shows that they deem inferior. There isn't a rush to get episodes. And with a show like The Wall, it's kind of like you've seen one, you've seen them all. But in 5-10 years' time, when the landscape of game shows changes again, some people are going to say, I like The Wall. I might want to see that again. And who knows, maybe GSN or Buzzer will have unearthed episodes of Split Second with Tom Kennedy. Or will air the last 65 some odd episodes of Pressure Luck that didn't air on Game Show Network.
Or Card Sharks 2001.
Nobody's clamoring for that, Jordan.
I want to use my clip chip, Cindy.
Oh, I just thought of something with that version of Card Sharks. The first 10 episodes taped.
People are clamoring. But yeah, I don't think tape trading's going the way of the dodo anytime soon. It's just the media methods and the way they're distributing it. And it's really going to be modern game shows in addition to especially when you consider a lot of the older shows, these 50s, 60s, they still need to be preserved. They still need to be saved for later generations, especially online. The tape train thing is, yes, some of it's going to still be swaps, but other times it's just going to be for the sake of preservation. Here's the one and only episode of Video Village we can find.
And oddly enough, speaking of Video Village, Needif has confirmed that all the episodes exist.
What?
Yeah.
I need to watch. I love Video Village. I thought that was a great or Shenanigans. Is Shenanigans still have every episode?
I think there's an episode of Shenanigans up on YouTube. I don't know about the actual thing about Shenanigans, but I know Monty was kind of strong on his stuff that he hosted and everything like that. I think the only show of his that kind of escaped from him was Split Second with Tom Kennedy, but that's because it was ABC. And ABC was very adamant in recycling stuff. Like, here's the thing. There's a story that Dick Clark told, and he told this in an interview that he did in 2011 before he died, about Bandstand. Like, he wanted to preserve all the episodes of Bandstand that he could, because he heard that ABC was going to destroy them. Just to make room. And he went to ABC and says, I'll buy these episodes. And they're like, no. And then somebody heard about what Dick Clark wanted to do and called up Dick Clark and basically said, here are all these tapes. Do what you will with them. And because of that, that's how... Remember back in the early to mid-90s that Bandstand was replayed on VH1?
Yes.
That's why.
I mean, that was a good preservation.
Like, unfortunately, I don't think when it was daily survived, but all of the weekly Bandstand episodes exist. Like from 57 on.
And there's always been the attempt to revive it too.
There have been attempts, but nothing really stuck. Like, I know Ryan Seacrest wanted to do it because he idolized Dick Clark.
Yes, you see, that's what you need to do. You're right. If you can, like, find episodes of Click with Seacrest or American Gladiators 2000, you're good.
Which actually got reran in syndication in 2008 when the new Gladiators came out.
Gladiators 2000. 2000 style.
Mm-hmm. Like, or you talk to our friends in Canada, because sometimes they'll get shows that don't get reran here but are reran up there that were aired in America, like Bumper Stumpers and Talk About.
When I say, what's my lion? It's Celebrity Talk About.
Yep. Also, Canada actually aired Heads Up. Remember that show that was going to be for...
HLN,
yeah.
What was that show with Summer Sanders that was also on HLN?
Oh, goodness. Oh.
Because if you can find me that episodes of that show, like, hey, tape trading is alive and well, because that's a hard to find game show.
I know when the Planet Green channel had something.
Go for the Green with Tom Green.
I have an episode of that.
Executive produced by the Singled Out people.
Wheeler Sussman.
I brought it up on the Singled Out episode.
Yeah. If I was doing like game show garbage and I wanted to do another Legacy of Failure, I would have thought about doing Wheeler Sussman, but they did Singled Out, which was a hit, and so they get spared.
Peer Pressure. If you can send me any episodes of Peer Pressure or the wildly successful Pressure or Pressure 2.
I have an episode of Pressure 1, by the way.
The trivia show.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want the board. I want the board game. I want the right decisions right now circled, and it was never really landed on. It
was landed on like 3 times the whole run.
I want to give away McDonald's cheeseburgers.
They weren't even McDonald's cheeseburgers. Like,
and I want the piano man from Singled Out there.
John Hurst, who also did nothing on that show.
They had him. They had his own keyboard and everything, and they put him in the corner. And they never gave a camera to him or anything.
Like, and plus the most epic theme song known to man.
Here you go. Do. And now let's repeat that for like 3 minutes.
Yeah.
So to answer your question, tape training is alive and well. Please send me episodes of Keywords with Summer Sanders.
That's the show.
And like as long as there's game shows on the air or like lesser known game shows like Win, Lose, or Pawn, remember that show? Or Pontoon Payday, or the Labor Games, Identity with Penn Jillette, Amnesia with Dennis Miller.
I have an episode of that.
You have every episode?
No, I have. I think Rinkerman does.
Every episode of Amnesia was at one point on Hulu, and it's gone. My Dad is Better Than Your Dad.
I think I have an episode of that.
The not just the Rich List on Fox, the Money List with Fred Rogan on GSM.
Yeah.
20Q with Kat Deely. Like there are a lot of game shows. You just hit record and save it, put it to a drive, put on a stick drive, put on external. Make sure it's backed up. And you got some shows that maybe no one else will ever find.
Yeah. So that's gonna do it for this edition. But final thoughts on tape trading? Yeah, alive and well. Also, check eBay. You might find some things. Like I was on eBay. I was just looking for a game show VHS. Somebody is selling for an exorbitant price, like $20, like $10, $15, a tape from 1995, early 95. It's got an episode of the Dennis Prager Show.
Oh no. Oh.
But also on that tape, full episode of Family Feud with Richard Dawson. Original broadcast from January 95. How about that?
Is that where? Is it like a studio copy, or is it just like straight from VCR?
Straight from a VCR.
All right. Well, maybe you can like cover the Dennis Prager Show with something else and be good.
With black.
Yeah, and say preserve your favorite commercials.
Yeah. So I was looking through. I have one more story. Like, I was looking through the eBay listings. And I'm going to type in right now, Game Show VHS on eBay. Somebody had tapes of the Family Feud marathon that aired on... actually, it's $10, but $3.50 shipping.
Okay. But
scrolling down, there is a collection of used VHS tapes. Like, this person was a big fan of Ken Kirchable. And it's got a master copy of 2 episodes of Super Password from '88.
So that's good. That's a good tape to grab. How much again?
There's also 2 episodes of Blackout.
I really enjoy Blackout. I think that's a fun show, especially when. And then what else is there?
TV bloopers and practical jokes. And also something called Winning Darts.
Was that like their attempt at Bullseye, or?
I don't know what it is.
That's yet. Was that like let's see, Winning Darts. I'm gonna look this up, and it's gonna be weird. It's gonna be like.
It says used VHS tapes 85, 88, TV game shows, Blackout, Winning Darts, Password, Crucible, very good condition.
Not Winning Lines.
I think Winning Darts is a pilot.
It could be like a Bullseye pilot. I think that's something worth looking into.
Or it could be like a infomercial hosted by Ken Kirchhoff about darts.
So here's how to play 180.
Yep. Right now it's going for $34.99. But if you if you want master copies of stuff, like the Super Password stuff and the Blackout stuff might be the way to go.
Meanwhile, all I can find on eBay is a Jar Jar Binks KFC 1999 bucket topper.
You're trying too hard.
It's Jar Jar.
All right. Since you mentioned the secret word Jar Jar Binks, that means it's time to go.
Miso, love you very much.